I first started playing Roblox on like an Xbox. My friend, he told me to download it. That's where I got introduced into it. At first I didn't like develop or anything, but I got into the website and that's where I like saw you could create your games and stuff, and that's how I sort of like got into it.
So I have an older brother, so basically like he's the one who discovered Roblox before me. And this was like 2009. I wasn't as interested in like the game development portion of it, but then like I discovered, oh wow, like they're making these games themselves. So then I was pretty interested in what was going on there. Eventually, like in 2013, that was when like I actually opened up Roblox Studio for the first time, and I was like, okay, let's see what's going on here. I did start off with a toolbox. It's sort of like the starter pack for everyone who ever enters Studio. I would always like browse the catalog for those free models, and I would be like, wow, this looks so cool, I'm gonna take that. But eventually, I sort of like thought, wow, I sort of want to make things on my own. And the more I made things, the smaller they became, to the point where I had to utilize the mesh object inside of the parts. Small scale objects might look good, but like when you put them together and try and make it large scale, it doesn't look very good. So then I was like, okay, so I need someone with like that good vision. And I was like, Itzaku knows how to do this. He's good at this. So I was like, okay, let's ask him.
Yeah, at first I wasn't gonna do it, but then she asked me, so I was like, okay, I'm down to do it then, I guess.
We were working on this other low poly game. We don't want to talk about it, but it was like it didn't come out very good. It was really laggy, but that was how we met.
So I went on Pinterest and I saw like these overgrown cities, and that's what like caught my eye at first. There was actually an image that had something similar to ours, where it was very vibrant and stuff. So it was more about like just like playing around with it, trying to get the colors right. It makes everything pop. That's pretty much just what I did.
He was the one who made that idea, but I was like, okay, I know that we're gonna need trees. So you might notice inside the showcase there are two different trees. The spherical ones are like Itzaku's, like because he pulled a big brain move and he decided to put spheres together.
Yeah, at first I was struggling with the trees, but then like I decided to like just make them look unnatural sort of and make them more cartoony. Like that's why they're circles and stuff. I don't know, that's like probably the only thing that I struggle with the most, are just like environmental assets like trees and stuff. Because I have like a distinct style in Blender, and like trying to recreate that in Studio was pretty challenging, but like I managed to do it still.
Among all the games in Roblox, like I enjoy this one game, Fantastic Frontier, and I like keep on returning to it. What I noticed about them is that like low poly can look pretty plain if you color it in a certain way, but if you vary out the colors by like a little bit with like different parts, like for example like a set of leaves or something, and you like vary how they're colored, then they can actually have a pretty nice like look to them.
I say Studio is like more friendly, like to learn and stuff, versus like using Blender, because it's like all in your face when you're trying to learn Blender with all the interfaces and stuff like that. I don't know how to like create scenes in Blender, so like using Studio is easy with the game engine and it's not really challenging. I do prefer using Studio sometimes if I'm like creating scenes and stuff.
I've been trying to look at like other game engines, but like literally like every other game engine looks so scary. It's very friendly. I was able to learn it like even when I was like 13. I think it does empower the imagination, but the limit is your imagination as a result. Itzaku's builds, like they exemplify sort of how varying the styles can be depending on how far you are willing to go inside of your project.
Take it slow. Don't overwhelm yourself with like trying to learn everything at first. You don't have to like learn to do everything. You can make connections within the community to create games and stuff.
Don't be afraid to like get out of your like comfort zone with what you're trying to build, but also like pace yourself. Like if you honestly don't have the time to do it, like it's okay to like take it slow. Younger people who are like interested in like building on Roblox as Roblox developers in the future too, never undervalue your work. It takes a lot of work to build something, and no one should undervalue their work for that. Focus on what you want to make and try and like experiment in Studio, learn the tools, see what you can do with things that will like sort of help you discover how you want to make things and what your style is.